We have discussed already about the field trips and what is the field diary. Now we are going to discuss about how to assess the uh, student performance during the field trips and by observation of field diary. We are going to discuss. So today's topic is field trips and field diary. So let me explain in detail uh, how to assess the student performance in the field during the field trips when the teacher or school conducts this session. You on already we cannot bring everything into the classroom. That means we cannot take all the classroom sometimes into the community or environment. So we have discussed in resource of mathematics chapter. So there we can make the students to learn the things from the society also, and not all from the classroom. So sometimes it is not possible to bring all the uh, resources into the classroom. So we have to move the classroom to the community or society. So there we are following some examples there. We have discussed some examples what is community or an environment. So taking the classroom to the community or taking the classroom to the environment is called here one of the field example, that is called here field trip. We can say we have discussed so many field trips, project work on those things, bringing the class into the community, taking the class into the community or the environment. We have discussed already. So what is a field trip? I need not to explain. So the visit or trip whatever we conduct to get the best first hand experience of the concept or principle or law theory, whatever it may be. That visit is called the trip is called here field trip. So the knowledge whatever trip we conduct by the school or by the institution to the students to get the things understand directly is known as field trip. We have discussed already in the previous classes. So what is the concept you already? So let me explain the concept what is the field trip here. So first we discussed already, it is a first hand study we can say. So direct experience if you provide, automatically you know already what is direct experience, indirect experience, continued experience. So direct experiences plays a vital role in the development of the concept among the students. So when we provide the first hand experiences, automatically students can understand uh, or grasp the things what they want to learn easily and shortly. So we can say the first field trip is already the first hand experience and a first hand study we can say. And when we cannot bring the, when we cannot explain all the things in the classroom, we can take the classroom into the community we already discussed. So we are being taking this classroom with, that means the students to the environment or to the community to get the first hand experiences to understand the concept or laws or principles easily by the student. So we can say it is a most powerful educational tool or study tool or assessment tool for the teachers to assess the students performance. And it is also, we can say it is also a innovative activity. It gives more knowledge to the students and it inculcates more skills like hard working, direct observation and so many things. So it sometimes, it always enhances the educational experiences of all the students with different pages and style. So they cannot all the students cannot learn in a single phase, in a unique mode of phases or in unique style. So the students learns everything in different phases and different styles. So it helps and develops the experience of the students in different styles and different phases. So this is about the what we can say the field work or field trip we can say. So how to assess is very important. Our topic is focused only assessment of field work. So we have discussed about the field work here. Then what about this what the student has to observe here in the field work, you know already. When they are moving they should know what to why they are going, where they are going, what to do they are going. All these things should be uh, discussed before going to the classroom, before going to the field trip. So the teacher has to make the students to understand and enable the students to know what they are going to field trip, and where they are going to field trip, what they have to observe and what they have to learn from the field visit. Before the visit only the teacher has to explain. So the three things we have to the student has to know. What are the three things? The first one is to where they are going, that means the place, destination of the field study or field work. Then after, why they are going, so what are the objectives of the field study, field work or field trip, they have to know. That means what they have to observe, and for what they are going to do. So what is the field work they are going to attempt. So these three things should be uh, very clear when we are moving to the field work. So the teacher has to guide the students in these three areas, and the student should be well equipped with everything. So the material, whatever it may be, they can bring from his home, their home or school or classroom, or from environment to make the field work successful. So these three things should be uh, educated by the teacher to the students. Then after, what are the assessments points for the field visit is very important here. You know already some examples also we can quote this for this field trip. We generally in the schools we will organize this field trip like zoos, planetariums, museum, hospitals, factory, that is not factories, botanical gardens, all these things we will organize. So this is about the some few examples about the field work. Generally we organize from the school managements, and the students will go, and the teachers of the subject concerned will accompany the student with the help of some other teachers. So generally these are some examples of field trips or field visits we can say. Then after, how to assess the students performance during the field visits is very important. That only we are focusing, how to assess the field work of the student. The first one, we have to check whether the students are able to relate the field experience to the concept. When we are assessing the students individually, we should observe the students whether the student is able to relate the field experience to the concept what you want to learn, or law whatever you want to learn, or theory what you want to learn. So whether they are relating or not, we have to observe. If they are well relating, that objective is achieved. Next, he has to observe, we have to observe whether the problem is solved by the students of the concept, whether the experiment is matching to relate the concept, whether the content review is making the students to relate the concept or not, we have to check. Then after, check the observations written by the students. After observation, whenever he gathers the information or data from the field works, what are the observations written by the students, we have to check whether the observations are not good or not meeting or not the concept, or relating the field experience of the concept, we have to check. Then after completion of the field work, when they return to the classroom, we have to, that means the teacher has to initiate the discussion about the visit. So what they learned, why they learned, where they learned, what is the observations, what are the calculations, all these things should be examined, that means evaluated by the teacher. So what they have learned from the field trip is very important, how they have learned from the field trip, and what made them to learn the field this concept, laws, principles are should be assessed by the teacher. This is the procedure of assessment of the field work we can say. So with this the field work topic is also completed. Some more topics are left over in our tools and techniques of evaluation. So how we have to do this all these things, and in the few slides, few presentations, I will explain about the remaining topics one by one, regarding the general lighting, concept map, and all these things. Thank you.